Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lighting is here today to do Hunter x Hunter 2011 episode 75 review. So, of course, before I get started, look down the description below for the link to this week's episode of Hunter x Hunter. And, of course, before I get started, obviously, no Japanese company, network, or corporation has any claim to this video. The thumbnail is an original photo which belongs to none of these companies, networks, or corporations. The visuals are me. They do not own me. That shit ended. Literally cut. And the audio is a soundtrack with me, my voice, speaking over that soundtrack. They do not own my voice. This video follows the rules and regulations that are set by YouTube. Now, this episode of Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, listen. Oh shit. All right, man. Listen. Hold on, yo. I was stupid. This episode of Hunter x Hunter, man. The Green Island arc is over. Sad, but at the same time, like there comes a balance of, sadness at the same time excitement. Because, Green Island arc is a good arc. It was a good arc. Overall, from an overall standpoint, they did animate it fairly well. I thought that it was, overall, it was a good arc. And of course, seeing the main thing, I believe, was the progression of character with Gon and Killua. Because that, I think, is very, very, very key. Of course, Biscuit being introduced to the actual series. Also knowing that I forgot this guy's name, the black guy, who is going to go to Corolla right now. Like he's going to take him to Corolla, and so he can remove the net. Now I have a prediction, and just so you guys know, this hasn't occurred in the manga at all. But because Togashi's been on hiatus for like a few months. Actually, no, for like almost a year, over a year actually. But that black guy, I got a feeling that he's gonna have his powers. Like once he removes the heart link on Corollo's, like once he removes the actual the judgment chain. I believe it's called the judgment chain. Yeah, that Kirby could put on Corollo. I got a feeling that Corollo's gonna immediately steal this guy's net. I see it coming. Because Nen removers are very rare, I believe so. Like, not many powers scheme towards the removal of Nen. And I have a feeling that Corolla, he's gonna hop on that. He's just gonna pounce like a cheetah. Like, yeah! He's gonna just take this guy's Nen. Because he has a very rare ability. And he's gonna want that ability. Like, big time. Like, big time. So, we'll see where that goes. But that's my hunch. That's my theory as of right now. Now, aside from that, okay. So, I mean, I can go on and on about the Green Island arc overall, but, in my opinion, it's a good arc. I like it a lot. Of course, Zip Bomber, Razor and his 14 Devils, like, that was a great, if you want to call it a fight, it was more of a match. But, in a sense, their lives were on the line. Because, if you were hit by Razor's ball, you were. And, like, if you got hit by, like point blank, with no net protection, without dodging, you were dead. You were dead. You were gone. So, that being said, that's the sad part. The sad part is that, now this is all over. And now we're moving forward. And the moving forward part, even though it's sad that we're leaving Green Island, listen, man. Chimera Ant. Yo, man. For those of you guys who don't read the manga, y'all just don't know. You have no idea, unless you guys have seen spoilers. Like I'm pretty sure if you guys watch some of the live streams that go on between me, like myself and some guys in the YouTube anime community, like Uber, Luffy the Super Saiyan, especially him. Yo, if you guys don't know what's coming, man, if you guys don't know what's coming, oh fuck, you're in for a treat. You're in for a fucking treat. And note to self that this is the first time this arc has ever been animated. The first time. They had, I mean, there was the original Hunter x Hunter. Then there was 2 OVAs. And then they never got past Greed Island. And now, finally, we are here at the Chimera Ant arc. And that's a fantastic thing. That's a great thing. I mean, no doubt. No fucking doubt. Alright? And what I will say is that the way this ended with Biscuit, you know, saying her last farewells, and the process in which they actually get the company, because there are no, like, you could have the 3 cards, like, there are 3 card slots in this actual casket that Duin gave him. And by the way, Duin lists the 2 guys that you see at this castle in the city, like, they're game masters. They were actually friends of Jin. As his razor, like, in fact, the Greed Island game itself, the name comes from the first letters, except for Duin, because Jin was a dick, and he's like, you know, I'm gonna take out the W and the E in your name, so you're gonna be D-W-U-N, not W-D-W-N-E. No, fuck that shit. So he actually changed his name, because that's how much of a badass he is. And when you see Jin, like, when you see him, you're like, yo, you're a Meshi. You're a Meshi, man. The moment you see this guy, you're like, yo, man, Yusuke, you're a Meshi, because he looks so much like him. He truly does. And it's nostalgic. It really is. But, the thing about the Greed Island is that, and you know, like, the 2 girls that we see, like, the girl that introduces you to the game at the beginning, and the girl that sees you off when you leave the game, so the actual game itself is named after the game masters, using their first names. I mean, using the first letters of their first name. But, what I will say, alright, so, the whole process, alright, it was actually very nice, you know, seeing, because, like, she cried, but that was, like, a, you know, like, after she got her blue planet, and after Gon did the Paladin necklace, and then he actually removed the Patch of Shore transformation card to a, you know, a company. And then realizing that apparently the first person he met in the game wasn't Garenu, but it was this guy called Nig. Don't add the ER. Do not add that ER. No, siree. No. That's not allowed. That's not allowed in the comments. Period. Period. You can add the A if you want to, but not the ER. Add the ER and that's a problem. But, and then realizing that he could go accompany to this person named Nig, he does that, and he believes that Nig is Jin, because he feels that Jin was like Jin took him to Greed Island when he was a baby, which, you know, is actually pretty impressive, knowing that the game itself actually registered Nig as the first person that Gon amended the game, not Garenu. Very impressive. But I mean, like, you guys will see where that goes, because right now they use the company, and they're right in front of an individual who people believe is Jin Freaks, you know, the freak, like the king of freaks himself, Jin Freaks. But like, it was really touching though, like, to see, you know, just like that one scene I found very touching, not tear-jerking but touching, was when Biscuit, like, when he finally uses the company, and Biscuit's waving, and then she says bye-bye, you know. And it was very, you know, because she understood that the longer she spent with Gon and Killua, the more she would have an attachment to them. And remember, she's a hunter. She is, I forgot what star she is, but she's a hunter of a great prowess and magnitude. And her attachment to Killua and Gon would affect, I would believe, would affect her as a hunter and as an individual greatly. Because it's kind of, because she's like 50 some odd years old, and she hasn't, I mean, as far as I know, she hasn't gotten laid, she hasn't, you know, she has no children of her own, and like, you can see, like, she wants to kind of shift towards that motherly side of, like, instead of being the master, we can see a shift of her being the mother. And she stops right then. She stops it herself, knowing that if she were to go too far, then it would be like a weird, like, basically there'll be issues. There'll be issues if she went over to the motherly side, and she stopped right then and there. So good on her. Good on her. She understood What was more important at that time? And that's why she chose not to go with going to Killer to see Jin. And I like that. That was very, like, that was good character development for Biscuit, like that one scene. Just, where she's like, no, I'm not going. Because, if I were to stay with you guys, I couldn't handle it. So, but yeah, episode overall, it was good. It was a good episode. Yeah, I like it. Good character development for Biscuit, especially Biscuit. When it comes to plot progression, obviously, we're going to a new arc. No shit. And, yeah, man, it's over. It's over. Oh, yeah, and of course, plot progression also, the guy going to Chrollo to go and remove his men. So, yeah, like, it was overall a good episode of Hunter, and I like this. So, I'll see you guys later. Be sure, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always, and I'm signing out. Peace! Have a nice day. You!